Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Guyleen. Just showing you a little short reel video I did for Instagram, and maybe we'll put it on YouTube Shorts also. I am using basis loaded lacquer polishes, and I'm just going to make a 4-leaf clover-ish water marble here to a decal to show you how to put a decal on, how to make one on the stamper. I am going to let this polish in the water sit for a couple of minutes and then just pick it up with a big old stamper. I did let that dry on the water, like I said, for a couple minutes before I transferred it to the stamper. Okay, here it is on the stamper. It's been a few days. It has dried completely. In fact, it's a little crusty. So I take Wet n Wild Nail Protector. I love this one the best. I'm just saying. That's just the one I like to use. Tara once sent me some Essie nail protector, or maybe it was base coat. I don't know. It worked really well too for decals. You just cannot use a quick dry top coat or any kind of top coat that dries quickly because they dry too hard and crispy. This one stays really pliable and nice. One of these days I'm going to say I'll test different ones, and I think I've done that in the past to see what works for decals. But I don't remember at this point because the Wet n Wild I just like the best. I ordered it online because I couldn't find it in my dollar store anymore, or at Walmart or Walgreens in my area. So absolutely, I just flip that over and I'm gonna paint it again and let it sit for maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, paint my nails, and come back and show you how to cut that and put it on your nails, how I apply it. There are different ways to do it. I'm just showing you the way I do it. So here we have Ken Griffey Jr.'s Junior Mints. A little play on words there. I do love this polish. Unfortunately, so many polishes that I love, I only get to use once. I use it to review it, to swatch it, and then, it's time to move on to another polish. But I absolutely love that one. And this one here from her new bright pastel collection, the, what is it? Candy Coated Cheesecake. Grab that dough. It is on pre-order right now. You can still pre-order that one. These are ones I know I'm going to use a lot because my grandson insists on only green on his nails, and he saw this marble and he said, that's mine. So I did do one. I made 2 decals, so I did put one on him. This one does have a little sparkle. The Ken Griffey Jr. Mints has some sparkle, and it is beautiful. But here's the one I did and put on Lucas's nails already. I just cut a little bit of chiclets out and put it on a couple of his nails. So that one's been cut into. There was no way I was going to attempt to dip his fingers. It just wasn't happening. And you can also pick these up and use them to put on your toes. I saw a girl the other day. Did you guys see that on Instagram? She stamps using her toes, using her feet. Yeah, I am definitely not that talented. So do be very careful. Since this is the second coat I've put on, I'm not really being that careful. But do be careful. Make sure your brush is loaded down, and like you would stamping, float that across so that you're not smudging your image, because it will still smudge. That is polish. It's going to kind of eat through it. So I was careful and put a second coat. I believe when I tested base coats, most base coats, and Tara has one I think that works. And I don't remember at this point what else worked for decals, but you find something that works, let me know. So you can absolutely flip it over what side you want to use, what side up, I'm just going to put it on this little acrylic thingy I have. And I found these guides, like stamping guides that you can use to take it off of a stamper to fit your nail. And I use this and an X-Acto knife. But I'm telling you now, I so screwed up because my nails are longer than this. And I cut it exactly to the size because I've done it before on my nails and it worked perfectly. But I was not accounting for the length and I cut it off too short. Duh. As I usually do. Hashtag Doug Eileen. Anywho, I did cut it too short, so I did have to cut a little bit extra to put on my nails, but you don't even see it. I couldn't even see it, and I'm very critical about that. I could not see where I had patched it, because usually I see pictures and I'm just like, oh, I can't believe, look at that, look what I did. It's already gone, I can't fix it. Then I just take some scissors. You don't have to do this. In fact, you could take a pencil or a pen and mark the line and then cut it out with scissors. This came from Moira. I don't even know if they even have these guides still or if these guides are still out there. But I have one. Na 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 boo boo. All right, so I'm going to cut this. And like I said, I X-Acto'd it. You know, I paid for that Nana Nana Boo Boo there because it came back and bit me. This was too short, but you get the idea. Just cut it out to fit your nail, or you could cut a big chunk and slap it on your nail and trim it afterward. I prefer not to. Try to stay away from using very much acetone on my skin. I was just following the line and screwed it up. You can tell, I could see now, it's like, oh, that's too short. Even though I trimmed my nails down because I broke one of them. I broke the, like, halfway up the length of it. I didn't break it down low. So I put it on the stamper and stuck the little extra tip on the end and matched it up and made it a little longer. I don't even know, you can tell there. I mean, I rocked that, okay? Rocked it. And I'm going to take the Spaces Load Lacquer base coat. Oh, my nails are painted. Ta-da! I love this. This is one coat. This is one coat too, but I didn't top coat it, so I mangled it. I'm going to have to put another coat on. But you absolutely can get by with one coat of that polish. Both of these polishes, they're beautiful. Okay. So I am going to put like a slip coat. That's what we call it in gel land. Just to make that tacky. But I'm going to make sure it's completely covered, so it's a little heavier than I probably normally would have done. And I'm going to line that up and slap it on. And you can see a pretty good patching of the tip. Could have gone a little longer, but I didn't. There you go. Really squish it down good. Stretch it just a little. Because it's wet underneath here, you absolutely can stretch these just a little bit. They'll stretch. And it's beautiful. Then I take some acetone on a brush. Make sure you dab that off because you don't want to destroy it. And then go all the way around it. Or if you've slapped it on, you just need to trim first. Trim it first with scissors, cuticle trimmers, clippers, whatever. And I just want that acetone to seep up a little bit around the edges so that it's sealed down. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this. So pretty. And then I'm going to take my top coat. This is Glisten and Glow's Thick quick dry top coat. I also have some Adored colors that I'm really loving, and Purple Willow Apothecary scented Smell My Finger I love too. But this one is the thickest of them all. She's thick. I'm just trimming out another one to put on my ring finger. So, short story time while I'm doing this. I don't think there's anything else I need to really tell you. It's kind of self-explanatory. I completely screwed up and mistakenly took, well, actually it was my husband's fault because he gave me 2 bottles to call in to refill medicines for him and put them down with my bottle, and I called them all in, and then he came and took 2 and left me 1, and I had a few left, and I thought it was my sleeping pill, but it was not. It was a pain pill. It was tramadol. I cannot take pain pills. They make me horrendously sick, and needless to say, I almost overdosed trying to go to sleep because I couldn't sleep, and took another one, and I couldn't go to sleep, so I took another one, and yeah, I took 3, had splitting headache, puked my guts up all day long every time I took a sip of water, and almost killed myself because I'm stupid. But we're blaming Tom. Of course we are, because, you know, that's what we do. It was his fault. I was sick. I can't take pain medicine. Never have been able to. Makes me really, really, really sick. So I'm over that now. When I figured out what I'd done, like 24 hours later, I tell you what, when my son heard me puke and he was home for the weekend, he locked himself in his room. He did not come out until I went in and told him what I'd done. Yeah. I'm good now. All right, so again, I'm pushing it down really well around the edges, especially to kind of seal that down the edges. You don't want any, like, as it grows out, you don't want to have to cut, like, it catch your hair or anything. I hate that. And then, again, taking some acetone on a brush. This brush came from Lantern and Wren, and it is just a flat cleanup brush. I love this brush. And I'm going to, again, kind of dab just a little. You don't want it wet. You don't want it dripping. And dab it around the edge so that it seals to your nail. And clean that up, and then top coat. I'm kind of regretting, should I have told you about my whole idiot move there, or accidental overdose, or not? Maybe you guys can learn. Read your labels. Learn from my mistakes. I did put these on Lucas, as I told you already, and he loved them. They were adorable. And I meant to do these the night before on myself so that I could the next day do his and take a picture of, you know, Gams and Lucas with both of our hands done together. And hopefully his aren't destroyed after going to school today. And if he comes tomorrow, I'll get a picture, hopefully, to put in here of both of our nails together, our hands together. It would be so cute. Oh my gosh, look how pretty these are, you guys. He did ask me while I was doing his nails, he said, "Gims, why are you so weird?" I don't know, why am I so weird? Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please go check out Basis Loaded Lacquer. She has some beautiful spring colors I've shown you already. And there will be opportunities for giveaways coming up soon, so be sure and hit that bell and subscribe and be ready for those. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.
Papa need to come over there.
Papa need me to come in there?
Yeah, with you. Not again.
Not again.
Go. Where'd you go?